So today and tomorrow is Amazon Prime Day, where they have a bunch of deals. If you got money to spend and there's some cool stuff you're looking for, hey, now's the time. Today I just want to real quick go over some of my top picks as far as gaming deals go, because there's some really cool stuff. So links for all this stuff will be down below. Let's check it out. My first one, I had to bring this one up first because it's one of my favorite deals, and it's actually a lightning deal. The 8-bit do arcade stick for the Switch and Windows. It's wired, wireless with 2.4 gigahertz receiver, little USB dongle, Bluetooth, wire, whatever. You could use this on numerous different devices, Mister, Raspberry Pi, your PC, the Nintendo Switch. I love this controller. I've done a video of it a few times where I changed out the parts and whatnot, but I think stock, it's pretty good. And at $71.99, it's a damn good deal. So yeah, this one's a lightning deal. 14% claimed so far. A little less than 12 hours before this deal expires if it doesn't sell out. So if you were waiting on this one, this is a great deal. Next up, Samsung. There's a bunch of Samsung micro SD cards and storage that's available. This is a really good deal, the 512 gigabyte Evo Select A2 micro SD card, $55. You also have deals on the Pros and whatnot. And you do see this Samsung 980 Pro NVMe drive for $85, which is not bad, but you can also do the 1 terabyte for $120, or even the 2 terabyte for, what was it? I think it was $230. I wish I would have waited on this because I paid like $200 and something for the 1 terabyte. And I bought this for my PlayStation 5. Now, you will want to get a heatsink for this, but you find heat sinks for this particular drive on Amazon for a few bucks. It's a great deal if you're looking to upgrade your PS5 or even your PC. I have the same drive in my PC as well. So that's a really good deal. Really good deal in my opinion. Like I said, I wish I would have waited. Now some video games. I didn't know that I purchased this. I think I may like have it sitting around somewhere. I know I downloaded it on the Xbox Game Pass, but I never played this game. I'm really mixed on this one because I've been asking people, is this worth the $12? I don't know if I still have a copy of it, but I mean, $12 for a PS5 game or an Xbox Series X game. I mean, if you have Xbox, Game Pass type of thing, but PlayStation, $12 doesn't sound bad, but a lot of people have been telling me, you know what, this game is okay. It's not great. It's just okay. It's not even close to as good. I've heard some people say it's not quite as good as Left 4 Dead. Then I've seen some people say it's nowhere near as good as Left 4 Dead, that it's not as accessible. Left 4 Dead was like you just jumped into the game, started playing, had a blast. This one, there's a lot more involved in, getting going. But if you've waited for it and you were curious for PlayStation anyway, $12 doesn't sound like a bad deal. I've never played this, and it looks like I bought it at some point. I think it was on sale for like $25, Black Friday type of deal last year. So yeah, I gotta search my gaming pile of shame. It's not a backlog. It's shame is what it is when you buy games and never play them, in my opinion. And I have a lot of them, so shame on me. Resident Evil Village, absolutely love this game. $29. I have a good feeling this one will be pretty cheap this year, Black Friday. But if you need something to play during the summer and you waited on it, $29 does not seem like a bad deal. It's a great game, a really good game. So nice deal there. Next one, which is one I'm asking people as well. It looks like the ratings on Amazon were pretty good for this, but Far Cry 6, $12.99, and that's for all the consoles. That's an awesome freaking deal. Like normally a $60 game, it's $13 for a PS5 game. You got to be kidding me, right? I may have to just grab this one just to check it out, but I don't know. Like, yeah, I'm talking about sales and stuff, but I'm trying to be hesitant a little bit and only grab things I know I'd want to use, like micro SD cards, stuff like that. Next up, this is one I waited on, and I may just have to pick it up. King of Fighters 15, half off right now, $30. $30. It's for PS4, PS5, or Xbox Series X. I've heard really good things about the game, but also at the same time, I was never huge into King of Fighters. I've played a few of them, and I do enjoy them, but I'm not as deep into this type of, into this franchise as like, Street Fighter or other, SNK stuff like Samurai Showdown and whatnot. But a lot of people love King of Fighters, and yeah, $30. What else do we got? Oh, the Apple TV 4K 64 gigabyte. They also have the 32 gig at 109, but like if you buy one of these, get the 64 gigabyte. Don't worry about no 32 gigs because you will run out of space quick. I'm not an Apple person at all. Never have been, never was. But when I upgraded my like home theater setup with Dolby Atmos and a nicer TV and OLED TV and whatnot, my streaming like boxes that I'd have just weren't cutting it for me with the audio and the options. And at one point, like I believe this one was on sale at like Target or something, not as cheap as this. It might have been like $20 off. And I just said, screw it, I'm buying it. Let me give this a go. If it doesn't work out, I'll return it. And I've loved it. I'm not an Apple person, but I love the Apple TV. The UI, being able to easily sync up like a Bluetooth controller, an Xbox controller, whatever, and play Apple Arcade games and other stuff like that. Mostly we use it for streaming services, but yeah, I love this thing. Not an Apple person, but I love the Apple TV 4K. That's a really good deal. I might have to contemplate picking up another one for another room, but yeah. And the remote's kind of sleek too. It looks fairly simple. It's all metal, and it like charges with it. Like you don't replace batteries; it charges. I think like replacement controllers, or remotes. It's not a controller, but a remote. I think those are a little pricey. So take care of it if you get one, right? What else do we got? Oh, the Nvidia Shield. This isn't the greatest deal ever, but it's one worth pointing out. $170 if you're into it. It's getting a little old now. You know what I mean? But it's still an excellent option if you want to build like a little retro gaming emulation setup. I think we may have seen better deals before, but I thought this one's just worth pointing out. And then the final micro SD stuff, SanDisk's always on sale. I love SanDisks. I use these like 256 gigabytes. I have like a couple 512s that I use, and these have been out for a while. The prices have continually dropped. 1 terabyte is at $110. 512 gigabytes is $47. Not a bad deal. I've never bought a 1 terabyte before, just because even at $100, I'm still a little hesitant on it. But if you need something for a build for Mister, your Nintendo Switch, this is the way to go. You're not going to have any issues with speed and whatnot. I use these SanDisk Ultras on pretty much everything. The deal is pretty good here. The Samsung stuff, just kind of like look at the specs and the brand, whoever you like the best type of thing, whatever the best deal is for you. But I've never had an issue with SanDisk. Never had these things melt. Never had them just like die on me. The only time I ever had one mess up was because I accidentally snapped it trying to take it out of a Mister setup. That was my fault. But yeah, I think I'm waiting on the 1 terabytes till they're under $100. But if you need one now, it's a decent deal. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. Links down below for everything I just talked about. Really do appreciate every single one of y'all. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time. Bye.